Hello everybody, it is Daniel aka Lisboa here. Welcome back to another video. Today we have part 2 of the Ace versus PSA cross grading thing that I did. I wasn't going to upload this mainly because it's like 8 cards that came slightly after the first submission, and I don't know, I saw the grades already, so this isn't going to be like the most authentic like grade reveal for me. Obviously you guys won't know, but for me, I already know the gradings. But I don't know, the cards are really big, so I was like, you know what, it's worth showing you guys. There might be 1 or 2 cards here that are just like loose loose submissions that weren't cross graded. I just threw them in there to get graded. And there might be 1 or 2 cards in here that were in the last video, but I don't remember, so I'm gonna put them in here. But for the most part, this is all new cards, all stuff that got cross graded. So yeah, let's get straight into it. First one's a big one. First one is a big one. So this was a Ace 9 pack pulled on the channel, by the way. There's marks here, marks here, marks here, marks here. Definitely not a 10. I feel like it got damaged maybe when I took it out of the slab, or like during packaging or something, because I don't remember those all being there. But came back a PSA 8. I mean, still an amazing card. So just to even have it in my possession, I'm happy, but kind of a bummer. So it went down. PSA brought it down. This is a huge card. Now this was an Ace 10. Very, very big card here from Fusion Strike. It's crazy. I got like the 2 chases from there, other than the Muse, but like I got the 2 main ones. Pretty crazy. I think they were both pack pulled, so very awesome. But yeah, this was an Ace 10, and it was a cross it to a PSA 10 as well, which is massive because I don't know how much more downgrades I could have taken, because there are some big ones, some big downgrades there, especially like the Pikachu that was in the last video and stuff. So yeah, glad that one cross graded. Now this one was an Ace 9. I was hoping it would come back to a 10, because in a 10 this is huge, or like as long as it doesn't go down, I'm happy. And it came back a 9. This card has skyrocketed, and I don't know if that's because people just made it so cheap when it started to release, or if people are just like making it go crazy high again. I don't know. This was a Ace 10, and it came back a PSA 10, which is great. I have 2 of these now. I sold, oh no, sorry, here's the story. I have one in Ace, I have one as an Ace 10. This is a completely different Mewtwo V. Sorry, I packed it again, got it graded. This one also came back at 10, and I decided to sell the Ace one and keep this one, because me selling the Ace one allowed me to be able to afford the submission, like kind of covered the expenses of it. So I was like, you know what, I have to sell something to, you know, help recoup some funds because of the submission. So that's what I decided to do. Now this one, this might be a similar scenario where I had a Ace 9 or something along those lines, and I decided to get another one graded, and this one came back a 10. Actually, no, maybe I think I graded a Japanese one. So this is a brand new card, actually. Brand new card. Came back a 10. Very happy about that. Love Gen 5, so it's great. Blaziken VMAX. This was a Ace 10. Beautiful card. I don't know why people don't really like it. I think the colors on it are amazing. But yeah, whatever. Ace 10 came back PSA 10. Huge. Honestly, I expect nothing less from any Japanese cards that I resubmitted. So very happy about that, and that is a huge card to get in a 10. This one hurt. I'm gonna tell you guys already, this one hurt. This was an Ace 10, and it went down to a 9. Very painful one, because I don't see the issue. Corners are perfect. No whitening at all. Centering is within the parameters. I have no idea why this got downgraded. that one just like Ace didn't want to give me a 10. I mean, PSA just didn't want to give me a 10 that day. I don't know. This was an Ace 10, I think. Let me go check. Yeah, so this was an Ace 10 down to a 9. This one hurt. Probably should have known not to resubmit this one just because I can see it's off center right here. But everything else is perfect, like you'd think it fit within the parameters. Yeah, so I think it's fair to say, I think what I've gauged from here is PSA is harsher to give a 10. Yeah, no, that's literally it. I think PSA is just harsher to give a 10. And I think Ace is nicer or a lot more lenient. Some people will disagree. Based off of this submission alone, that's what I'd say. Because we had a lot more downgrades than upgrades. However, a lot of things did stay the same. So it's not like Ace is unreliable in any way. This was just a regular submission. Very happy it came back at 10 though. Pokemon Center version. Yeah, I think that's what I have to say. And yeah, I wanted to upload this because like the first one did very well. So I think people are interested. Like people are looking for a different, oh, Milotic, by the way, just wanted to get this card graded. One of my favorite cards. But people want to, you know, look at other avenues of sending in cards, like Pokemon cards. I mean, the sport realm, there's a little bit more leeway. Like people really like Beckett. I know in Pokemon people like consent to Beckett and stuff. There's like SGC, whatever, and sports cards. But I think people are really trying to look for a different avenue besides PSA, and I don't blame them. Now, this was an Ace 9, one of my favorite cards ever. Came back a PSA 9 as well. So see, a lot of the things are consistent. But just to talk to you guys for a bit, I'm going to show you guys my next submission while I talk. Just so you guys can, you know, see something on the screen while I talk. But yeah, the first video did very well. I want this to get a 1. Everything else I want to get a PSA 10, and obviously I just had to emphasize that. But yeah, I don't know. I just a lot of people enjoyed the first video. A lot of people are in the comments talking about like, oh no, Ace is a lot better. I'd rather grade with Ace. No, PSA is king. Blah blah blah. So I think that in itself shows the beauty of collecting. Like I love that you guys are going back and forth and conversating about it. But like there's also really no wrong answer, except it really all comes down to intent, right? Like if you're here to maximize value right now, you're gonna go with PSA. If you're in the States, at least. I cannot speak for the people out in the UK and like internationally, because obviously it's a completely different realm. But like if you're in America and you're trying to send out cards and you want to maximize your potential with finances, you're going to send to PSA. It's easier to sell, it's reliable, as far as, you know, like people know about it more, like it has a bigger name. But like if you're just collecting, you like how the slabs look in Ace, you know, you want to at least retain the value, which you're like, it's not like a card's value is going to go down when you send to Ace, you know what I mean? So, and you purely are just like, you're purely just trying to collect, then I could see how Ace is easily the way to go with that. So there's really no wrong or right answer about where people should and shouldn't send their cards to get graded. I wanted to do this because I did realize that all of my cards were Ace. And I think I do want to diversify that a little bit and just have a mix. This is supposed to be in the last submission, guys. Huge card here. Supposed to be in the last submission, and just I forgot to put it into the sheet to like submit it, so they just shipped it back to me. But yeah, like there's no wrong answer is what I'm trying to say. And for the people saying like, why would you cross grade all of this? I'm like, I don't know. I think it was going to be a really cool video, and it turned out to be one of my better videos. It was a very expensive video. I did have to offload some stuff just to like make it make a little sense. And I did a submission outside of that just to like try and make some profit, because it was a very expensive video to make, especially with some of the downgrades that we got. But yeah, I don't know, it was like educational, it was fun, something I've been meaning to do, just to like diversify my slab collection. But yeah, you let me know what you guys think. I think the overall consensus here is that from this submission alone, they're very head-to-head. Like, none of the grades were super off, bar a few. I think Ace, you're gonna get more consistent grades, maybe. I think with PSA, there's a lot more leeway. Like, I think an 8 can go to a 10 depending on the day. Maybe it's the same for Ace, I don't know. But I think that's what I'm gauging from this. I think what I'm gauging is that, you know, Ace, there's a lot more, I mean, PSA, there's a lot more leeway with things. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys ever done any of the same, like, you know, thought about doing this, thought about cross grading from PSA to Ace or Ace to PSA, whatever the case is, or just any company to a different company, and let me know how it went. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, something small, and I just wanted to, you know, update you guys with my thoughts about the first episode, or the first part of this, because I didn't expect it to get as many views and, you know, be talked about as much as it was. So yeah, those are my thoughts on this. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.